Right now, for a $2 billion shakeup in the skies, Alaska Airlines has agreed to buy Hawaiian Airlines, even saying they'll take on the struggling airline's debt. Might seem like a no-brainer, but the acquisition still needs the blessing of U.S. regulators. Chief Transportation Correspondent and veteran pilot Mackay Beeler joins us now to explain a little more.
All right, Mackay, this is just the latest airline merger deal in just the past year, but what led up to all of this?
Well, you know, Hawaiian Airlines has struggled in recent years as competition to the Hawaiian Islands has really ramped up. Now, they're one of the oldest carriers in the country, having a deep and long history within the island, stretching back to its incorporation in 1929 under the name Inter-Island Airways. You know, but things have not been all palm trees and coconuts for airline officials as they've struggled to keep up with the big four in recent years. You know, that being American Delta, Southwest, and United. The buyout will pay off $900 million of Hawaiian's debt and keep the Hawaiian Airlines brand. The two companies say this combination makes sense because both carriers cater to remote communities that rely on air travel. Plus, the economic impact is enormous. The buyout gives Alaska a massive share of Hawaii's $8 billion air industry. And for travelers looking to save a few bucks on airfare, well, that's not too bad of a deal either.
Affordable, you know, for people like me that fly back and forth weekly, as well as, I mean, I'm not the only one that flies weekly. I see a lot of friends and family and neighbors and associates that fly weekly and help, you know, keep the economy going between islands, you know, keeping Hawaii money in Hawaii.
There are about 12 routes that collectively these two airlines share. And so it would be likely to see that if they two were to merge, that there again would be less competition on those particular routes. Less competition means airlines can charge, you know, what really they feel.
Well, here's a bit more about what the deal entails. Honolulu will remain as a key hub, but the corporate headquarters would be based in Seattle, with Alaska's CEO at its head. Now, the company has also said the combination would triple the destinations that can be reached within one stop in North America for travelers from Hawaii. Now, for example, customers cannot currently fly to Washington, D.C. on Hawaiian, but they would be able to through the combined company. The companies say the acquisition will add profits within 2 years of the deal closing, which should, keyword there, should, happen between 12 and 18 months from now.
Yeah, and Mackay, when you have a deal this big, it always draws the scrutiny of regulators, especially with the airline industry shrinking from all the mergers. Is there a chance that this wouldn't go through?
Well, anything's possible, right? So the Biden administration is already trying to block JetBlue's proposed $4 billion acquisition of Spirit Airlines, which would absorb the nation's biggest budget carrier. And the Justice Department also won a lawsuit that killed a partnership between JetBlue and American Airlines. But given how little Alaska and Hawaiian's routes overlap, this proposal may not create as much angst in Washington as the last few deals have, but local lawmakers, well, they're still concerned.
Let's not forget that federal approval of this transaction can be either approval without conditions, or it can be disapproval, or it can be approval with conditions. The federal government can say, no, we will approve it if you do these things, if you commit to these things. And this is the avenue that we definitely have to scrutinize, because that's our best chance at getting this right.
Yeah, so if approved, this deal means 365 new aircraft. Wow. 1,400 flights a day, serving 138 destinations, 29 of which will be international, and many of those serving us right here in the Queen City.
I mean, the more routes, the better, especially, you know, if you live in Hawaii and Alaska along the west there, getting out east has been so tricky. So, I mean, the more the merrier, right?
It could be a good thing. Let's see what happens.
All right. Thank you, Mackay.